The City can inbound in front court. 1 4/10 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter in what has been a terrific game here in Oklahoma City.
Now, if you're Oklahoma City, you've got to go to Durant. Obviously, he can get his shot over anybody. Dallas with Sean Marion on him, their best defender. We'll see how the Thunder play it.
Cephalosha will throw in. Here is Durant for the win. Kevin Durant has won it at the buzzer.
Kevin Durant, you said yesterday that when you have great people behind you, you can accomplish anything. You've got great people behind you. To the citizens of Oklahoma City, to the great fans here tonight, to the first-class organization led by owner Clay Bennett, and to an all-star group of teammates, Kevin Durant, member of the Oklahoma City Thunder, you are the NBA Kia Most Valuable Player. Congratulations.
I wouldn't want to share this award with anybody else except for you guys in here. Thank you so much. Now it's time for you guys.
With the second pick in the 2007 NBA Draft, the Seattle Supersonics select Kevin Durant from the University of Texas.
And again, we spend so much of this night talking about the players and how they're going to fit on their roster and cap numbers and all that stuff.
Arguably one of the best players in the league, Kevin Durant might test free agency this summer. Now, as you guys know, Durant is arguably a top 3 player in the league. Just look at the highlights that are going on behind you. The dude's crazy. He can shoot the 3 ball. He can shoot the mid-range. He can dunk in transition. He can dunk in traffic. He can get a layup through traffic. He's a small forward that can do it all. And we will see this summer whether he decides to do the obvious and stay in Oklahoma City, or he can go to a different team, which we're here to discuss that. So, if you don't know who Kevin Durant is, he is a small forward from Texas. He was drafted to the Seattle Supersonics, number 2 overall in the 2007 draft. And that same year, which would be the 2008 season, he won the Rookie of the Year award playing for the Supersonics. Now, a lot of people might be like, oh, well, Durant is on the Thunder. Well, yeah, the Supersonics transitioned over to the Thunder, I think, the following season. But Durant was drafted out of Texas, like I said. He's a small forward, number 35 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He led them to the NBA Finals in 2012. Yeah, in 2012. And they lost to the Miami Heat 4-2. He was named MVP in 2014. And it was much deserving. And he had a very great year this year, which was cut short by the Golden State Warriors. And, Durant had a good year, but him and Westbrook could not get it done. I'm about to show something on screen of the many struggles Kevin has faced in his time in Oklahoma City that could possibly make him leave.
And LeBron James caps off an MVP regular season with a magnificent playoff run and an extraordinary performance in the finals. No doubt he'll be named the finals MVP. We'll get it official coming up in a little bit as the shot clock is turned off. The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions. LeBron James captures that elusive title he so desperately coveted.
Well, he's such a great passer, and there's a great star as we see Kevin Durant. It's a bitter disappointment, but they had a remarkable run.
You see the emotion from Durant pouring out. This team will be a force to be reckoned with. Great sportsmanship afterwards. Such respect between the two teams. Certainly Durant and LeBron James. That's his mom that he's hugging there.
And there's Clay Bennett, the owner, in front of Durant, hugging all of his players. A tremendous owner for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Durant, again, one of those special players. League's in great hands with players like Kevin Durant for a long time to come. LeBron James is an NBA champion, and he's with Doris.
LeBron, your decision to come to Miami was not made without difficult choices, nor ramifications for the way those played. In light of everything you've been through in the last 2 years, what is this moment like for you?
It means everything. You know, I made a
In and out on that three-point attempt that would have brought this house down. Durant off on a three with 40 seconds to go. Curry just using some of the clock. And he fires. Yes! Remaining, a 10-point Golden State lead.
The question is, where will Kevin Durant sign? Or does he stay in Oklahoma City? The fans love him. He's their guy. He's their captain. He's their MVP. He led them to an NBA Finals against LeBron James. Now you can argue Russell Westbrook helped, and Russell Westbrook does help on the team. But that's the thing. If Durant stays in Oklahoma City, will him and Russ still be a thing? Because, like, it's kind of hard for them both to score 30 a game. One needs to be a primary scorer, and next year Westbrook might leave to go to the Lakers. So, here's option number one for Kevin Durant. Does he sign a one-year deal with the Thunder this year, giving him the option to be free agent next year to decide where he wants to go with Russell Westbrook, possibly to the Lakers, but that's a whole different scenario? Or does he take the 2-year deal with the Thunder, giving him the option to opt out after year one? Or does he sign a max deal with the Thunder, stay there for another 5 years, and probably end his career there? Because by the time he's there, and he's 5 years into the future now, they might have a couple rings, and he might not want to leave, and I wouldn't doubt him to leave, because their Thunder are a great team. Now, if they get a better shooting guard around him and a better center, not saying Steven Adams or Enes Kanter or Andre Roberson is not good, but they give him a third firepower. Imagine they still had James Harden. I don't know how good it would work, but just imagine that. Would they be NBA champions? I think they might at least have one NBA championship under their ring or under their belt, but I don't know. I'm not sure. That is option number one. Now, before I get into the other option, I want you guys to tell me, where do you think Durant will sign, or will he go back to the Thunder? Let me know in the comments right now. One option Kevin Durant has is to sign with the San Antonio Spurs. Now, keep this in mind. They might have to dump off some salary cap here. I'm in the first season with this because this is my first what if sort of video. So Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili are still on the team because both of them might retire. So now, here's the starting five I look at with Durant being on the team, which would be Tony Parker, Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, and LaMarcus Aldridge. Saying Duncan and Ginobili retire. I'm not 100% sure how this would go, but they definitely would have to dump off some salary caps. So some of these guys on the bench might be going to make room for, the guy right here. Honestly, I think Durant's one of them guys that can work well with the Spurs offense as he turns the ball over right there. But Durant's kind of lanky, but still, He's one of them guys who can get up and down the court, even if he's at the power forward position. I'm not saying he can guard power forwards. He might need some help. But they got Kawhi Leonard, the defensive player on the team. Or not the defensive player on the team. Defensive player of the year on the team. So, you never know. Like, look at this guy out there blocking people. Look at him. Wide open. That's disrespectful. Even though he missed. Nice. But look, Kawhi grabs the board. He can give it back out to Tony Parker. Run a pick and roll. Durant's getting in there. Give it to Marcus Aldridge and bang. Someone's getting open. I think Durant would be a really good fit here. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, as this realistically, I would rate this maybe a 7.5. Kevin Durant's third option. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine if this guy ended up with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and possibly another huge center? Like, come on now. Bogut's not the best, but eh. Now, in order for this to happen, the Warriors would have to lose a lot of cap room. And with Harrison Barnes and Sean Livingston, possibly even Festus Ezeli becoming free agents this summer, look at these guys not even getting minutes. Holy crap. With a lot of these guys becoming free agents, they would have to get rid of them because Barnes is going to want a max contract. Livingston's going to want something off the bench. And they would just need to get role players to fill them because look at the bench. It's not the best, man. They only have a point guard on the bench. Iguodala is their best bench player. But Durant and the Warriors, they would do amazing things. Would they go 82-0? I don't know about all that. But they did just go 73-9. So, I mean, anything's really... Now, the question at hand is, how would Durant fit in the Warriors system? Well, Durant can shoot the 3-ball, just like Steph and Klay. He can play defense, which he kind of, made fun of Steph for in the past series, but we all know what happened there. He can get inside, run some pick and rolls for these guys. He can help out Draymond. He can grab boards for Draymond. He can give the ball to Draymond, Steph, or Klay. But the real thing is, he wouldn't be the primary scorer. He would distribute the ball more frequently, I assume, because he does distribute the ball a lot on Oklahoma City. But he wouldn't be that guy who's putting up maybe 30 a game. I can see him putting up maybe 25 a game, 20 a game. Would Durant be content with this? I'm not sure. But as you see, he's doing pretty good in this scrimmage. He's a guy that they could do something with and possibly even take a pay cut for them to sign maybe, I don't know, Hassan Whiteside maybe. I don't know how possible that is. I highly, highly doubt that. But we could see something happen. Honestly, I think NBA free agents depend on where other free agents go. More about that in another video and stuff like that. But the likelihood of Durant signing with the Warriors, I'm going to call it a 6. What if Durant goes home to his Washington Wizards? This team would be crazy. Look at this. John Wall, Bradley Beal, if he stays. Note he is on an expiring contract. But in my opinion, if Durant comes here to play, listen to this, not only for his hometown, but for his former coach of the Thunder, Scott Brooks, I do not believe Bradley Beal will be back, and they will have to get another shooting guard because Beal's going to want a max contract, and they are prepared to offer Beal that max contract. But what if Durant opts out and they have the opportunity to give him that max contract now and bring him home? Now, these three could be the next three-headed beast with Marcus Morris and Marcin Gortat at power forward and center. I don't know about all that. Maybe they can upgrade their position if Durant takes a pay cut or Beal takes a pay cut. Both these guys could work out because they could both take pay cuts, join up with John Wall, and bring the fans of Washington a championship. This is something they want, and this is something they would love to see. But, I don't know. Will this happen? I'm not sure because Durant fits in here just like he does any other team. And I would rate this a 5 because there's two other teams I can see Durant going to just like this. And so what if Durant decides to join arguably one of the best franchises in NBA history, being the Boston Celtics. Now, you might be like, we've heard about this, but we don't know. I'm not so sure about this either, but like I said, it's tied with the Wizards and one other team, which is soon to come. It's on the thumbnail, so you can probably guess, but this is another number 5 team, which I can see him going to. So, in order to get Durant, I think they could keep Isaiah Thomas, keep Amir Johnson, trade their 3 pick, which is the Nets pick, for Okafor while trading Avery Bradley in that trade to the Sixers, Jay Crowder, and Jared Sullinger. Now, they can move either one of these two to get a better shooting guard, because who is this? Whose mans is this? I don't even know. John Holland, are you even real? Hello? Or they trade Marcus Smart and the pick to the Sixers for Okafor. We've heard those rumors going around. Possibly another what-if video. I don't know, man. But does Durant fit well here? Depending on, depending on the shooting guard they get, maybe. Because he's not going to come to a team with a guy I never even heard of. He wants to win a championship. This guy wants championships, and he wants to be the lead scorer. And here, he can be the lead scorer with Isaiah Thomas averaging about 20 points a game and Durant putting up maybe 35 a game. Because they can both equally... Durant takes his talents to South Beach. I can see this. I really can. Not trying to pull anything like LeBron said, but what if Durant comes here to win a ring? I can see it happening. Maybe if they upgrade their point guard position, Goran Dragic is in bed, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, if he's healthy, oh man, come on. They're going to be a great team, especially if Whiteside comes back and takes a pay cut. Durant could do wonders for this team, man. They would have to get rid of Luol Deng, and maybe Justice Winslow wouldn't pan out as they want him to, but maybe they could use him as trade bait. I don't know, man. The rest of these guys on the bench, they aren't bad. They'd have to get rid of Gerald Green, and if Hassan Whiteside does leave, maybe they got enough room to sign freaking Dwight Howard. You never know, man. I think Durant, Wade, Bosh, and Whiteside would be a threat to the Eastern Conference, and they could give the Cavaliers a run for their money any day. This is the final realistic team I could see Kevin Durant signing with because he wants to win a ring and he wants to be that lead scorer on the team. The passing of the torch from Kobe to Durant, I don't know about this. They got the young talent on the Lakers, but like I said, Durant wants to he wants to win a ring. But yeah, here he'll definitely be the lead scorer because we don't even know if Jordan Clarkson's coming back next year because he might go somewhere else because D'Angelo Russell and their number 2 pick, possibly Brandon Ingram or Buddy Hield. And if they do get Ingram, he can run it to 2. Durant can run it to 3. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? This team with young talent, I don't know, man. Kobe's gone. Lou Williams is gone. I don't know if Roy Hibbert will be here next season. A lot of these guys on this bench, they aren't even good. The best guy on the bench is Brandon Bassett, 75 overall. Come on, man. He could be inserted in the starting lineup, and it really wouldn't matter. I do like Julius Randle and D'Angelo Russell's game, but what if the Sixers trade for Russell and they give them Okafor for Russell and the number 2 pick? I mean, come on, man. You never know with this stuff. Does Durant come here? I don't know. I would rate this a 3 on the realistic scale. And now it's time to get into the final team, which I do not see Kevin Durant signing with. Does Kevin Durant go to the Big Apple and play for the New York Knicks? Sorry, Knicks fans, but I'm going to say no. You want to know why? Because you guys got Melo, alright? This guy's not taking a pay cut. His contract's pretty big. Look at this. Look at his contract. Jesus. But you do have the young talent in Kristaps Porzingis. I don't know, maybe run Melo at the 2, Durant at the 3. They said they're going to make a hard push for Durant, but the roster, the only guys they got is Carmelo and Kristaps. He's not going to come here with Jose Calderon and freaking Aaron Aflalo, along with Robin Lopez in the starting 5. Come on, man. If they upgrade their starting 5 a little bit, could I see this? I don't know. I really cannot see this. This is not a good situation in my opinion. Durant wants that ring. He wants that ring. He wants to be the lead scorer. Melo's going to want the ball, and Durant's going to have to give it to him. Melo's going to complain, and he's going to get him off the team. I don't know about this. This likelihood, I would rate it a 2. I say Durant does not come here this summer. In my opinion, Durant will re-sign with the Thunder for one more year, go take that push to the championship, and if he doesn't like it, him and Westbrook can go do whatever they want next season. Honestly, that's just my opinion. But like I said, depending on where another free agent goes, another free agent will sign.